India's tech industry is bidding farewell to remote work as companies unveil new mandates calling their employees back to office. From Infosys to Tata Consultancy Services, we'll explore how the work-from-home era is giving way to a new normal. We'll also discuss the impact on employees, the rise of hybrid work models, and the ongoing debate over a 70-hour work week. Let's take a look. In a significant transition, India's tech industry is witnessing a shift from remote work to the office. Major companies like Infosys and Tata Consultancy Services have recently made it mandatory for employees to return to the office. This move marks the end of the work-from-home era that became prevalent during the COVID-19 pandemic. The data indicates that this shift is not isolated. According to a recent survey by Randstad Insights, 35% of respondents are open to working in the office every day, provided their companies adopt a 4-day work week. Additionally, 43% are willing to extend their daily hours to gain an extra day off. This reflects a changing dynamic in the workplace, where employees are looking for a balance between in-office and remote work. As the debate continues, we see a gradual decline in remote work, aligned with companies' efforts to bring employees back to the office. While tech executives believe that remote work may not be a sustainable long-term option, it's crucial for companies to consider the evolving needs of the workforce. With the potential to boost learning and development, a hybrid approach could be the key to keeping employees engaged and productive. However, as the employment market becomes more talent-friendly, companies may need to stay adaptable to attract and retain talent. Bureau Report, WION World is One. All right, viewers, for more on this, we are now being joined by Ms. Neeti Sharma, the co-founder and president of Team Leads EdTech. She's live from Bengaluru. Welcome to the broadcast, Ms. Sharma.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Ms. Sharma, let's start off with this. Companies like Infosys and TCS are now mandating in-office work. What do you think are the benefits and the challenges associated with this move, both for companies and the employees?
Yeah, so I think the companies want people to come back to office for at least few days, like you were mentioning about hybrid working environment, primarily because there is a lack of collaborative work. There is zero social connect when employees end up working from home, and that too for such long durations. We're talking about almost 2 to 3 years time frame. Employees tend to become, more independent, but they end up working in silos. There is no collaboration, there is no communication amongst employees beyond just work-related stuff that they're talking about or project-related stuff that they're talking about. And I think it's healthy for employees to come back to office at least for a few days, in a week. Work with peers, work with colleagues, just the whole, coffee table chats, the whole water cooler chats. I think it's important that we bring that back. It's also good for mental health. And of course, it will boost productivity, eventually. But I'll go a step further. I think while companies are looking at bringing employees back to office, I think that's not the end of, the work that they have. The next step would be how do they ensure that they get up from their workstations and end up talking to their colleagues and peers and have those discussions which they used to have before, before COVID hit and all of us went to working from home full time. Because that's the next challenge. I mean, all of us are so used to working only into your laptops with headphones on, we don't even want to look left and right anymore. But I think, like I said, first step is bringing them back to office. And then the next step is to ensure that the collaboration kicks in. Of course, there are lots of activities getting done. Lots of companies are, bringing in flexible work, flexible work days, and also looking at how technology and infrastructure can help people stay productive while working in the hybrid environment.
So those long breaks were causes of concern, but at least, there has been some bright side to those coffee breaks and those water cooler chats as well. Ma'am, also want to take your opinion on this. Now, the recent Randstad survey revealed that a significant percentage of respondents are open to working in the office daily if a 4-day work week is implemented. How do you view this shift in employee preferences and what could it mean for companies in terms of work hour flexibility?
Yeah, so I think everyone is looking for some sort of flexibility in the way they want to work. the fixed 5 days a week, 6 days a week. I think the young workforce that's entering into the labor market may not want to work in that manner at all. And I think it's okay. It's okay to give some sort of flexibility. Having said that, companies should also ensure that they have enough investments on technology and infrastructure to ensure that these people are actually working. They're productive, even if they're working one additional day or 2 additional days from home. Because net, I mean, if you look at it, larger cities, metros, we're talking about Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Kolkata, Chennai, people end up spending 1 to 2 hours commute one way. So can they reduce that stress? I think a lot of tech companies actually have agreed that employees can work on Fridays from home. So in a way, they have extended 3 days as a weekend from home, brings in productivity, brings in, happiness amongst employees. They're satisfied. At the end of the day, the work doesn't suffer. So I don't think it's the 4 day work week, but it's actually a 5 day work week. It's just that people are coming in for 4 days instead of the 5 full days. And I think employees are looking at that kind of understanding from employers as well. All the more now, because when we were all working from home, we've built a certain ecosystem. Getting back to the good old days may not be possible for many people. Having said that, lots of youngsters, a lot of people who migrated to these larger cities for work end up staying in PGs or small homes where infrastructure is not good enough for them to work full time from wherever they are. Which is why bringing them back to office, giving them the infra, giving them the collaborative approach, ensuring that they have resources to remain productive, while of course giving some sort of flexibility to both the male and female employees, I think would be the way the industry would look at working in the future.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining in on World Business Watch. That was Ms. Neeti Sharma, the co-founder and president of Team Lee's EdTech.